This request also includes an amendment to the future land use map of the Amherst County Comprehensive Plan from medium density residential to commercial in the area shown on the zoning map. A little bit for a comprehensive plan before we get into the site and everything else. The future land use map recommends medium density residential for this subject parcel is right here. We'll go over the surrounding area here in a second. But for the future land use map, as you can see, it's split zoned. The medium density residential, or the tan color that you can see before you, include areas where suburban patterns of residential development have occurred and are encouraged to occur in the future. This can also include higher density residential development, such as duplexes, apartments, may also be suitable. Allowable future densities in this area should be based on the availability of public services such as your public water and your public sewer. The proposed flume map or future land use map change commercial is consistent with the 07-2027 comprehensive plan, in which it does indicate commercial development has historically occurred primarily in the southern portions of the county along and near Route 29 business in Madison Heights. So that kind of brings us into the existing zoning for the property. I'm gonna flip over the layers that you can see before you, so you can see the zoning. This is Route 29. I like to zoom out to get a general idea. As you can see, our commercial is typically along our business corridor, Route 29. The R2 district, which is the gold as you can see before you, is composed of certain quiet medium density residential areas. Use for the property is self-storage units. If you recall, a few months ago you all approved an ordinance which would require self-storage units to be a special exception in our B2 district. And I informed you all that staff is currently reviewing 2 by-right site plans before that ordinance went into effect. The front half of this property is one of those plans. The staff is currently reviewing a by-right site plan for approximately 37,000 square feet of storage space. If the rezoning is approved, the owner would need to come back before you all for a special exception to expand that use, because our ordinance indicates you can expand a special exception use up to 25%, but if it exceeds that threshold, you must ask for approval. So the proposed expansion is roughly 30,000 square feet, which is over 25%. Going on to the surrounding area, as you can see, the surrounding area with zoning is pretty much consistent with the surrounding area. Subject parcel, as indicated, is roughly 4.3 acres large, the portion being asked to be rezoned. There is an existing billboard on the site that is planned to be removed with the development. That is a 2-sided billboard as you come around the curve that you can see. There's also an existing AEP easement, as you can see towards the northwest of the property. There's an AEP station back here in which they have an easement along this property. The proposed development intends to use this easement, and there is a letter from AEP accepting the site plan for self-storage of using that easement for their entrance being approved by VDOT. With this type of use, staff deems these as objectionable features because they are loading spaces, so therefore must be screened on all sides of the property. That is going to be accomplished with using a fence and having plantings along that fence. The development will also have to extend a sidewalk along Route 29 business, as well as meeting your street landscaping requirements in addition to this.
Build a home in that specific area. So with that, I'll make a motion to approve the rezoning.
I do think that with that rear property joining the substation, it's highly unlikely that it will be developed for residential, and that stretch of road across from the airport along where it's and that's generally assuming, I believe residential development will generate far more trips on that section of road, and I believe to be detrimental. So I think this is an acceptable use for the property.
For that 29 South Business District, I mean, that's a pretty condensed area. And I don't think any of us will argue up here the need, especially with the way residential statuses are being conducted now, and a lot of leasing and things of that nature. I don't think we can argue the need for storage units, right? But I also want us to be careful for our Route 29 beautification and the commercial growth down there, going forward.
Motion on the floor, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes, well, any